Hello everyone, Hank Longo for Sports Central and PGTV, and we're at Simmer Young Softball Park in Auburndale, and I am with the founder, the creator, David Van Sleet of Wounded Warrior Amputee Softball Team. And David, boy, what an inspirational story we've got for all the folks watching the show today. And let's talk to how you got into this Wounded Warrior Amputee Softball Team program. What inspired this thought?
Well, thanks for welcoming to the show, Hank. I'm a United States Army veteran. I went to college, and I've been in the field of prosthetics both on the clinical administrative side my whole life, and always around the game of softball and being employed by the Department of Veterans Affairs. So the University of Arizona obtained a congressional grant, and they had 2 years prior of a sports camp with veterans that were pretty much disabled in wheelchairs, and I helped them get some of those veterans to attend their camp in my role with the Department of Veterans Affairs as I was in charge of prosthetics for the whole southwest part of the country. So basically, when it came for the third year, they asked, you know, what sport do you think we'd be interested in doing the following year? And I said, I think we'd like to do softball, but not in wheelchairs.
And why'd you pick softball? Because they were playing softball in wheelchairs at the time, or?
Well, there are some leagues around the country that they do play in wheelchairs, but the reason I picked softball is because I've always been around the game as either a player, a coach, a manager. Pretty much my life's been around softball.
So you had that experience. You thought, what a great outlet for these fellas to get back into some competitive sport and, you know, re-energize their life. I'm sure this has done a great thing for just bringing out a positive attitude in their lifestyle now.
When I saw what was coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan in the military in the past few years, I could see something was missing in their life. And they all were athletes once before, and they never thought they were going to, you know, live. They didn't think they were going to walk, and they certainly weren't going to play a sport again. So basically, this gave them a second chance to be a kid again, being an athlete again.
And when you're dealing with the amputee, is it a leg amputee only, or?
No, we have 14 guys on our team, and they've been hand-selected from around the country. They're all veterans now. At one time, we had 4 active duty guys traveling with us, but everyone's been medically discharged from the branch of service. Our team's half Army, half Marines, half Iraq, half Afghanistan, and a couple from the military. And basically, I saw what was coming back through my prosthetic position. So we have below-the-knee amputees. We got 2 guys on our team missing both legs below the knees. We have guys missing a hand, below the elbow, part of the arm, and we have one gentleman on our team that's missing his whole shoulder down.
Oh my gosh. That's devastating to think of. Those are the casualties of war you don't hear a lot about. I mean, you hear the casualties, but you don't hear of the casualties that aren't fatal. And the people that, you know, are losing arms and legs, that are defending our country for our freedom, and these are the injuries that they have to live with for the rest of their life. And I'm sure when they're coming back, they've got a lot to deal with inside to get back into the mainstream of life, so to say, and to kind of lift up their spirits. And this has got to be something that's really been a jump start in that part of their life.
Like I said, we got 14 great guys. Athletically, they're very gifted. Even with a prosthetic device, but they're very good mentally, and their mental health and their chemistry, everything's working fine. We had a counselor travel with our team for the first 3 months from the Department of Veterans Affairs, just to make sure everyone on our team belonged on our team, both physically and mentally. And we got a great bunch of guys, and we're always looking for that next veteran to come out and join our team. Yeah.
Now, let's talk about how this started. We chatted a little bit before we got into our interview, and you're saying Hankus has gone from like a little spark into a big flaming fire. Talk about that a bit.
Well, you know, we're only 1 3/4 years old, and we've been to 18 states and 45 cities. Believe it or not, this is our 46th city coming here. We've been in Sports Illustrated magazine. We've been in HBO Real Sports with Brian Gumbel. We've been on ESPN. We've gone to Hawaii for a week and played at 5 military bases in 7 days. We played at Cooperstown, Doubleday Field. Been honored at Yankee Stadium at home plate.
Oh my gosh.
It's gone pretty big.
That is incredible. Now, how do you select your games? How does that process work?
Well, everything comes through my office. We only do things that are good for the community, whether it be a military team, a fire department, a police department team, colleges, universities, celebrity teams, everything that means something good for the community.
So your team is playing another team?
Yes.
Because tonight we talked, and we've got the senior all-stars here that are just finishing up over there, and that's the team that the Wounded Warrior Amputee softball team is playing tonight. So you take on just anybody in play.
And we only play able-bodied teams, so we're a good team. You'll see.
Okay.
You'll see.
This is great. These are amputees that really can hold their own with anybody. They're coming to play softball.
Well, I don't know with anybody, but
well,
they're getting the game down.
They're getting the game down. That is great. And where are you based out of? Where's home?
I live in Florida. I'm the only one from Florida. I live in Estero, Florida. Everyone else is from all around the country. We have 3 states with 2 players. We have 2 in the state of Washington, 2 in Pennsylvania, and 2 in Wisconsin. Everybody else is sprinkled all around the country.
And how do you select them? How do they get involved with this program? How do they find out about it? And then how do you talked about hand-picking the team, and how did all of that come about?
Well, first of all, I had the resources to do that with the Department of Veterans Affairs, be able to use our system to find most of the players. So when we first went away to the University of Arizona, we took 20 players. Well, 8 of those guys have come forward with me from that week on, and the other ones have been selected either through word of mouth of these players or come out and tried out for our team throughout the country.
That's amazing. As you have gotten more and more involved with this, as it's grown, what is one of the most memorable experiences you've had from one of the games that you've played?
Well, I've got a number of experiences. Playing on Doubleday Field in Cooperstown, New York, that was pretty special. The Washington Nationals are one of our biggest supporters. We played after the Boston Red Sox Washington Nationals last spring training game of the season this past year. We played at a number of venues that are very memorable.
And some of the celebrities that you've gotten to meet since you've done this?
Jenny Finch, the face of women's softball for the world, brought us down to Sulphur, Louisiana for a couple games in 2 days, and she packed the stadium. Absolutely amazing. But we've played a number of the female Olympic gold medalists from various Olympic teams. We've played a number of professional former baseball, football, hockey, celebrities from Hollywood, from politics. We played the mayor of Washington, D.C. We've played we've been with Vern. Yeah, we've been.
This is amazing, because this is in a year and a half.
Yeah, in a year and a half. There's a long list of celebrities we've been with.
That is incredible. That is incredible. And do you have one player on the team that's like the superstar?
No, we've got a number of them. We do have one player on our team who's 51 years old who lost his right foot in Desert Storm. And he's a policeman. He's 51 years old out in Phoenix, Arizona. Wow. Very good player. We've got a shortstop on our team that was throwing 89 miles an hour in high school. Played junior college and then joined the Army, became a paratrooper. We have a young man playing first base, 23 years old, lost both legs at 19. I'm humbled when I see this kid play. He's good. But we have a lot of other players that are very good on our team. We have another guy on our team was on the All-Marine softball team before he lost his leg. Everyone's got a story on our team. I wish I could name all of them, but they're all great athletes in their own right.
That's fantastic. You've been on the road. You say you've been in 46 states.
18 states, 46 cities.
18 states, 46 cities. If people want to find out about the Wounded Warrior Amputee softball team, do you have a website they can go to?
Yes, we do, and it's exactly what you said. It's www.woundedwarrioramputeesoftballteam.org. We get about 12 hits a day asking us to come play here or there. We're booked for all of 2013. We've booked probably a third of 14 already. Our season doesn't end. We just keep traveling.
You just keep traveling. That is fantastic. And speaking of, you just keep traveling, where are you off to next?
We're going with the Washington Nationals to spring training in Vieira, Florida.
Well, David, we're going to be here tonight for the team to play. We're going to watch them take on the the Senior All-Stars, which is going to be fantastic. I'm looking really forward to seeing these fellows play some ball, and I want to thank you so much for joining us on the show, and you know, the best of luck to you. I think you're doing a very fantastic thing for these people, and God bless you. And of course, we can't say enough about what heroism these fellows have been for our country, and what a great example they set for other people that might have a disability of some kind, that there's a positive side to all of this.
Well, Hank, I want to thank you. I want to thank Senior Softball USA. I want to thank Polk County, just everyone involved that making this happen for us. You know, we've got great supporters behind the scenes with, you know, the Washington Nationals and Louisville Slugger and Oser, the #1 prosthetic company in the world. You know, it's Jimmy Buffett from Margaritaville,
Wow.
Jenny Finch. It just goes on. But it's these small communities like this that are sometimes our biggest supporters. So we thank you very much.
Well, we're delighted that you're here, ladies and gentlemen. David Van Sleet from Wounded Warrior Amputee Softball Team. Great.